Hello and welcome back, everybody, to day number 4 of our spooky readings countdown to Halloween and Samhain. So I am Pisces Intuition. So today we are going to be doing a reading that is taking a look into, how does my boo feel about me? How does my boo thing really feel about me? Or will I find my boo thing, since it is the season, Scorpio season. Everybody's looking to get cuffed up. So let's take a look and see what comes out. Alright, I'm going to be pulling a Halloween Oracle card first. And the first card, and we seem to get this a lot, is the Graveyard, Unnecessary Fear. So I'm going to stand that right here. Maybe. Alright, so unnecessary fear. Again, that just tells me that you guys are hanging on to, some fears, some stresses, things that there's nothing you can do about, so it's kind of pointless to hang on to them. This is just telling me that you're kind of worrying for nothing. Like I said, you can't control the situation, so, just release those unnecessary fears, release those stresses that are just completely beyond your control, and just let things, take its course. Alright, so I'm going to be using a couple different tarot decks, as well as another oracle deck kind of towards the end, so just to give you guys a heads up. But I am starting the reading off with the Halloween Tarot. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Queen of Bats, and we have the Eight of Imps. So, this Queen of Bats, in traditional tarot, that is the Queen of Swords. Let me adjust the camera for you guys. Here we go. Alright, so, again, Queen of Bats. Okay, I do apologize. They're doing some repairs in the neighborhood, so we have some pretty loud noises. So, again, I do apologize. But back to the reading. So we have the Queen of Bats in traditional tarot. Like I said, that's referring to the Queen of Swords. You see her sitting in her throne with her hand out, to her little bat, holding her little athame, or her little sword, in her hand. And, then we have the Eight of Imps, or, the Eight of Wands. So this queen is looking for communication. She wants to hear some loving communication. She wants to hear some kind of communication, from whoever her boo may be, or whoever has her eyes on, or, something. But she's waiting for some communication. She needs some truth to be heard. She will hear you out. So, if you're a cross watcher or anything, well, this is for all signs, general reading for the collective. But, if you're watching and you're the one that needs to communicate that maybe your person is waiting on, they will definitely hear you out. You just have to make the attempt. Alright, then we have the Five of Bats. So, again, this is like the Five of Swords. So somebody here, this is kind of like a victory at a price type of situation. You see this, this kid, or, whoever, this person, with all the little trick-or-treat bags, while this little guy over here is, upset, and this guy's trying to console him, so he got away. He feels like he got away with something, like he got all the treats, but, to what extent, whose feelings did he hurt by getting all these treats? So it looks like, you were definitely hurt in this situation. Like I said, victory with a price. Somebody here kind of did you a little dirty. And so now you're waiting for some truth, some clarification to kind of come in. You're definitely wanting that communication, because this is a lot here. Let's see what else. Alright. Then we have the Fool. So, you know, even though you feel like this person kind of did you dirty a little bit, or, you know, something happened here, you know, they definitely possibly took something from you. Maybe that's what you're feeling too. Maybe they even kind of ghosted after they got what they wanted. You guys know what I mean. I'm not going to go into that too much. But, you know, again, if once they got what they wanted, if they kind of ghosted you, you know, that's what's kind of causing you to be like, okay, no, you need to come over here and you need to either give me some closure or you need to give me some kind of communication. But, you know, I'm seeing that you do want, you know, kind of a new beginning with this person. You do want something to kind of come around again, you know, with this person. It's like you're not truly ready to give up on them. You know, you would be willing to give them a fresh start. Then we have the Seven of Imps. So, you know, Seven of Wands, I mean, you're definitely going to kind of be on the lookout. You're definitely not going to just welcome them with open arms. I mean, you want that communication first. You want that kind of clarification as to why did you do what you did. Like I said, some of you here are kind of looking for closure. That way you can just kind of move on and get a fresh new start. And you really don't want to reconcile with this person. While some of you do want to reconcile with this person and you're just looking for answers, but you're willing to hear them out. Like I said, you want to share that communication with them and you do want to start new with this person. You know, you are leery. You're definitely going to be kind of, you know, defenses up, you know, walls up, you know, kind of watching out for this person, you know, to make sure they don't do it again. But, I mean, again, you still would like something with them. You know, then we have the Four of Bats. So definitely this is telling me that you guys are, you know, on a timeout from each other. You are, you know, kind of on pause. You know, there's a break in the relationship. Like I said, you know, I've seen that from kind of the get-go here, especially you know, needing some communication to come through. But like I said, you know, the situation is just kind of on pause at the moment. You know, somebody kind of needed to take some time out and just kind of get that mental clarity, you know, kind of just clear their head, you know, take a rest, kind of focus, you know, maybe on some self-care. You know, there's, like I said, there's a lot going on here. There could have been some, you know, other people in this relationship. There could have been where you just kind of feel defensive, so maybe some gossip going on. You know, there could be, again, just kind of feeling defensive, you know, walls up. Like, you're still ticked off at this person. Like I said, you're not happy with this person, but at the same time, if you were to get that communication that you need, that would help you kind of make up your mind as to, do you want to move forward alone, or do you want to, you know, kind of take a fresh new start with this person? So it's like, you know, you're a little confused right now, but like I said, if you got that communication, you know, again, here we go, Two of Swords. As I say, you're a little confused. This pops out. So, you know, Two of Bats, you know, or Two of Swords. You know, this is telling me, see how she's got her arms, you know, crossed over her chest. You know, she's blindfolded. She didn't want to see a lot that was going on in this relationship. You know, she was kind of blinded to it. Maybe she didn't know, or maybe she just didn't want to look, you know, to really see what was going on. But, you know, her hands are placed over her chest because she's protecting herself. She's protecting herself from hurt. She's protecting herself from pain, or possibly an ending that she feels maybe coming, you know, which, like I said, we are on pause here. So, you know, you're definitely needing to make a decision. Like I said, once you get that, that truthful, honest, you know, clarity of the situation, you know, this communication, you know, I feel like you can really make up your mind as to what it is that you want to do. You know, like I said, right now, you really need to kind of clear your mind, get rid of what this person did to you, or, you know, any regrets, any negativity, any kind of, you know, just kind of ticked off feelings that you're hanging on to, you know, for this person, you know, for whatever they did, you know, and you're just kind of hanging on to that. And that's what you need to kind of clear away, you know, again, clear that headspace. You know, it's okay to be defensive. I know once somebody is hurt, you know, walls go up. So, you know, I get that. But with the Two of Bats, you know, again, or Two of Swords, you know, this is kind of saying that, you know, you're at that crossroads now. And like I said, once you get that communication, I really feel that, you know, you will be able to make up your mind. So that's kind of what you're waiting on here. That's what I'm getting, is you're just waiting on communication. You just want to know why. And you want to know why for either closure so you can move on alone, or you want to know why because, like I said, you would like to see if you can have something fresh with this person. Okay. Then we have the Two of Ghosts and the Five of Ghosts. So, this is a person that you were very connected to. You were very much in love with. You really felt a connection with. Two of Ghosts is like the Two of Cups, sorry. But like I said, you really feel connected to this person. You really feel that, there's a strong bond between you guys. Like, something's, written in the stars here. It's that soulful connection. And so you really, you really care for this person. But then we have the Five of Ghosts, or the Five of Cups, which is, you're focusing on the loss. You're focused, on kind of the negativity, that, this person is no longer with you right now. This person, like I said, there's a lot to kind of forgive in this situation. I think you need to, maybe forgive yourself for, kind of being blinded to the situation. But then you need to forgive this person too. So that way you can either, because in life, sometimes, the people, even though we want them to come back to give us that closure that we need, or we want that communication to kind of clear our minds, sometimes we don't always get that. So, since you're at this crossroads, and you are kind of mourning the loss, focusing on, what was lost in this relationship instead of focusing on what else was actually going on in it, you're, like I said, you're at that crossroads. You just know there's a really strong connection with this person. But as I was saying, we don't always, get that closure that we need from the people that should give it to us. But, at the same time, we just kind of have to make up our own minds on what direction we want to take, especially when we are at that crossroads. So we had two more come out, and that is the Two of Pumpkins. So this is like the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the Nine of Pumpkins. So, this is you kind of juggling, this situation with this person. This is you kind of, again, at that crossroads, needing to make a decision. And you shouldn't be juggling. You shouldn't have to, like I said, it's not right. I definitely do not condone people who just kind of ghost you, don't give you that closure, don't give you the answers that you needed, especially when you did have such a soulful connection. But, at the same time, like I said, it feels like you've been juggling this for a while now. But, it looks like with the Nine of Pumpkins here, you have really kind of just stepped into your own, like, that this is the Nine of Pumpkins, Nine of Pentacles, she's, very wise. She's, going to come up with her own answers, regardless of if this person chooses to communicate or not. She's going to come up with her own answers. She's going to make her decision, and she's going to make the decision that's best for her, because she's a very independent person. This is the card of being, pretty like single energy. So again, like I said, she's a very independent person now. So perhaps you're getting to the point where you're accepting that you really don't need closure from this person, and you just want to, go off, you kind of do you for a little bit, and, see where that road takes you. So now I'm switching to the Witch's Tarot, and I want to see what comes out. Actually, I think I'm going to do some Oracle first, just to kind of see the headspace of your person. Alright, so we have, okay, so, it looks, like I said, I'm getting kind of half and half scenarios. Some of you have just kind of moved on and said, you know what, I'm making my own decisions, I'm making my own, I'm here at this crossroads, but I know which path to take, because I don't need closure from you. I'm a very independent person, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to start a brand new journey on this leap of faith, and I don't need you, to block me or to stop or get in my way. But then for others of you, because this was such a strong connection, I'm getting the sense that, you are kind of hanging out, waiting for that communication, from this person. Like I said, you just want answers, you want to know why, and you're definitely still kind of juggling, again, like I said, kind of waiting, for them to come back around. Like I said, you'll still have your guards up, but, at the same time, you're still waiting for that communication. And then the 2 cards that come out is commitment and then pause. So, this relationship, like I said, very soulful connection. We have the 2 of ghosts there. So, this could have been a very long-term relationship, or you seeing this relationship as having long-term potential, because we have the card of commitment here. However, like I said, you guys are just on pause. So, for some of you, I do see your person coming back for you, and I do see you kind of going to the next level. I do see communication and you getting the answers that you need. So now let's take a look and see what kind of headspace your person is in, and kind of see what's going on with them since, since they may have ghosted, or, whatever they did to you and however they left you. Let's see what headspace they're in now. And I am using the Twin Flame Shadows Oracle deck by Mystic Moon. Again, I apologize for the construction noises. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but I can. Okay. So, they're in the headspace of they walked away. I don't think... Okay, here we go. So, they walked away because they were, feeling very misguided, and they were feeling very uncomfortable. So perhaps this, connection, a lot of people aren't used to, especially if your person has been in either a lot of bad relationships, or it just takes one bad relationship to really kind of, put a person's defenses up and make them, be very leery of the next relationship. So, perhaps, like I said, this connection kind of made your person freak out a little bit. They did something that they weren't so proud of. They were kind of misguided, and, they just feel really uncomfortable. So they had to just kind of walk away from this situation, kind of get their own thoughts together to kind of figure out what they want, what they need to do, because they knew they couldn't keep going on like this, with you, with this connection. Maybe they kind of sensed that, you deserve better, especially you being the 9 of Pentacles. They see you as very independent, and they know, like I said, that you deserve better than what they did to you. And so maybe that's why they kind of had to walk away and put this commitment or put this relationship, on pause. All right, so I'm going to take some Witch's Tarot. And again, we have 3 of Wands. So, this is waiting. Waiting for those ships to come in. Waiting for your person to come back. Waiting for communication. Let's see what else comes out. Alright, and I get that this is... I'm getting energy from both you and your person, with the 10 of Wands, that you both have really been carrying some heavy burdens. You because you want answers, and, them because they don't know how to give you the answers they need, and they don't know how to really deal with the connection. Your person could have even kind of traveled, overseas. I mean, I'm getting 6 of Swords here. So it's like, or you're trying to move on, or maybe you're traveling, something like that. And then, 4 of Swords. Again, we have, going along with the 4 of Bats. Take some time out. You guys are on pause. The pause needed to happen. The pause needed to happen so that we could kind of get some, fast truth coming in. We could get some answers. We can get some communication. That's decisive action. Somebody here is finally figuring out, what it is that they want, what they want to do. And then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, that's someone who's, pretty stable. So I think your person kind of needs to work on their stability. Perhaps they feel like, with you being, like I said, the 9 of Pumpkins or the 9 of Pentacles, perhaps they are feeling that they don't have much to offer you at this point. And that's why, like I said, the situation at a whole just made them feel uncomfortable. And they did something that they weren't so proud of, or however it went down, and they had to walk away. So again, you both kind of needed to take that pause, take that, break to clear your heads, to kind of sort out, what it is that you want. Your person or you could be very much focused on work, on creating that, future stability, for your finances or, family life, anything like that. So, but, like I said, somebody here, your person could have even changed from a knight to a king. But I'm getting more that, they're trying to focus on what it is that they want. And the King of Pentacles is definitely what, they want to be and what you deserve. You deserve someone solid, stable, reliable. Alright. Let's see, is there any other messages? Okay, yes. Alright. Okay, so here we have the Star card. The Star card of Aquarius, very healing card, very kind of wish upon a star, type of situation. So you or your person, or even both of you, could be kind of wishing for a reconciliation, wishing for, another chance to get to kind of talk things out, to see where you guys stand, see if there's, if this can be reconciled, to see if this can be fixed, between you guys, to kind of, like I said, have another chance. And it looks like you both are just kind of waiting. You're kind of waiting for, each other kind of, make a move. I definitely see your person wanting to make a move to where I think you've kind of backed off a little bit to where, yes, you may still deep down be kind of waiting, but, you've chosen to kind of move on and do your own thing, kind of focus on you. And then we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, he is, here we have the Knight of Swords, under the Star card here. We've got the Knight of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, like I said, this is decisive action. So, your person is making that that decision. Your person is focusing on what they want. Like I said, they've had, time to heal during this break time. They've been waiting, trying to figure out what it is they want to say. And now they've made that decisive action. And they're coming in, as the King of Swords, they're coming in, with truth, with clarity. They are... there's going to be some sit down, let's talk about our feelings, let's talk about the situation, let's talk about what happened, let's get everything out in the open, out on the table, because I want something solid, I want something stable, I want something long-term with you, like I said. And then, the last card that comes out is the Ace of Pentacles. So, the Ace of Pentacles, aces, brand new beginnings, Ace of Pentacles, something, again, solid, stable, long-term, so we have the King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful, fresh, new start. Like I said, for some of you, I see you just kind of moving on, saying, what, I'm washing my hands of this connection, I'm done, I don't need closure, I'm moving on, focusing on me. For the others of you, I see, this connection coming back around because the commitment was on pause. And I see your person coming in after finally making that decisive action, figuring out what they want and what they can give you and what they want from this connection, from this, situation with you. And like I said, they want a brand new beginning. They want something solid. They want something they can build on with you. They want something long-term. So again, beautiful reading. So I hope this kind of answers your questions, and I hope by Halloween a lot of you are, back with your boo things, or definitely booed up with whoever it is that you choose. And I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope this helps your situation. I hope it resonated with a lot of you. So thank you again for watching and supporting the channel, and I will see you all again tomorrow. So until then, have a spooky day.